So today we're talking about The Fly, which is a David Cronenberg movie from what, 1986? Was it 1986? I remember I saw it when I was like 8 or something. Like
It was
America,
released in
movie.
America the 15th of August 86.
Yeah, the
And
same year as Chernobyl, by the way, but yeah.
Sebastien, how old were you when you saw it?
Good question. I mean, I was born in 77, so I would say 9.
Yeah, but you didn't go to the movie, you know what I mean? Like you rented the VHS or you saw it on Canal Plus or something, you know? You didn't go to the movie theater for it.
Yeah, actually, that's a good question. I just try to remember, but I don't know. I think I saw it in what was Canal Plus at the time, yeah, but not sure.
In IMAX?
Yeah, in the 80s, at some point in the 80s, when we were way too young to see a movie like this.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a very simple movie, in my opinion. It's probably David Cronenberg's simplest, most straightforward movie. There's a Act 1 and Act 2. I didn't see, well, Act 3 maybe, yes. Okay, Act 3. So what did you think about it, Hugo?
Me, honestly, I've seen this movie many, many, many times, and I have a great time every time I watch it. Every time I watch this movie, it's great. It's just great. Everything, the shots, the shoots, are the actors. My goodness, I'm not sure if it's the best movie of Jeff Goldblum. Huh? He is exactly perfect.
I guess his best movie would be Jurassic Park, probably.
You mean his best role or his best movie? Because I rewatched Jurassic Park less than a month ago. Huh? It's it's okay, but it's not the best movie. The Fly is 100 times better than Jurassic Park.
Well, it's different.
Yes, but we need
kind
to.
Of movie.
Yes, you know what? It's body horror, The Fly, but Jurassic Park when it was released, it was like not horror, but like a shaky movie. I mean, a scary movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
What about you, Sebastien?
Yeah, I tend to agree with Hugo. You know, I mean, this is the kind of movie that no matter how many times you watch it, and despite the fact that the movie has, I don't know, 30, 40 years old, it's great every time, you know, even today, even, I mean, when you look at the script, when you look at the characters, when you look at the VFX, the practical, everything is great about this movie. Yeah, everything is great about this movie. So yeah, I mean, if I have to summarize in what I like, you know, it's everything, you know, basically. And this is the movie that I can watch like every 2 years, and I still have a great pleasure to watch it.
Well, the problem for me is that it's a great movie to watch, but it's a very sad movie because he wasn't a bad guy. He wasn't a bad guy. He wasn't like trying to kill people, or he wasn't a monster. He was a guy who got like a disease, like a bad cancer or something, you know?
Yeah,
it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy.
You know, sorry about it, but we are talking about body horror movies or tragedy, but it's principally, I think, it's a love story, a tragical love story.
Yeah, that's true. And you can see her till the end. She's the one who ends his life. You know, she kills him because he asks her to.
He begged for it. Huh? He begged for it. I don't know if it's the Fly or of the human, but one of them were asking to finish because
he
take the gun and put it in his head. Come on, shoot.
Okay, so you guys want to talk about it chronologically?
Yeah, because you start already by talking about you know, the meaning of the movie and everything. So it's interesting, but maybe we should start to.
No, I think it's good. We talk a little bit and then we go deep deep dive. So what I noticed is that just the intro of the movie, when the sequence starts, we see like a thermal vision. We see people walking in New York, and we see it like a predator, like a fly would see, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Thermal vision, and there's a scary music and everything.
And you have the feelings that you could be watching some ants as well, you know, some insect or something.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But what I felt is like I'm just a fly watching the people, and the music was terrifying.
Yeah.
Watch out,
really
guys.
scary.
Watch out.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. I
Yep.
think
Okay,
we
so
will
let's
talk.
start like that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say we will talk about it, but you know, this is the type of area where music and soundtracks were very important to movie, and this one is no different.
And then, like I said before, it's a very, very simple, straightforward movie. The movie starts after the sequence. Immediately, he's talking to Geena Davis,
Yeah.
and he's inviting her to his house to have a cappuccino because he's got like a cool cappuccino machine that's like in a restaurant. So she refused, but then he goes after her and he's like, "Hey, I have something that can change the world." And she tells him, "But everybody here has something to change the world." And he
But
tells
they
her,
lie.
they're lying."
Yeah, it's a great scene. It's a great scene.
And
I
then we
think.
introduce. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. You know, in some other movies, you know, the director takes his time to introduce the character and introduce the story. But what feels real in The Fly is that the fact that the movie starts and you are directly inside the plot. Directly, there is no
Yeah.
introduction, nothing. It's like it's
Yeah.
very direct. You know.
Yeah, there's no waste. There's no waste. There's no like dilution. It's just let's go. I like
My
that.
opinion, the start is very, very quick. Okay, we don't blah, 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 introducing everything. You present the tripod. But after this sequence, I think there's a long time to become the fly. It's the half of the movie, I realize. So the beginning is start, but after you have like every movies since 2000, before 2000, you know, they take time to introduce.
Yeah, because you need to know him before he changes,
Yeah.
So he takes her in a taxi and they go to this really shitty part of town in New York. And we're introduced to the other character. There's four characters in this movie. There's him, her, the other guy, the journalist guy who's
director,
also her
yeah.
boyfriend, but also the warehouse where he lives. I think it's a
And you know,
character.
can I add one? I know it's not recognized by anyone, but since I'm young, I've seen this movie very young because I watched it in '86. Me, I was 11, guys. No, I was 9 years old. It's fantastic.
That's crazy when you think about it.
And you know, for me, I think the computer, I don't know why, is a character as well. You know, it gives something, an atmosphere. I don't know why. I can't explain, but
I tend to disagree with you. You know, I think it's a tool for the plots. But yeah, I mean, I didn't feel that I was
no,
linked
you're right.
to the.
I never ever seen anywhere that the computer can be a character. But since in my mind, since I'm young, I don't know because you know, you're right. It's a tool, but I don't know why it's.
No,
I don't know. I
I
feel it. I
understand.
feel it like it's a character.
Yeah,
It's a
I
character
understand.
because to interact with it, you have to talk to it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and at the same time, if I understand what you are saying, Ingo, is that you are remember it the way you felt it at the time, you know, which was totally
Exactly.
different that if you look at it now, you know.
Okay, so they get out of the taxi and she's like, "Ew, what is this?" And he said, "Don't worry, it's cleaner on the inside." It looks like a
Yeah.
really dirty
Yeah.
industrial warehouse. So they go inside the house, and first we see this sliding door, this huge sliding door that is locked, and he opens it, and then he lets her get in first. And that's the only time in the movie that this door will be locked, because after that, anybody can come into the house anytime they want, and it's always a surprise. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't notice after, but I noticed that he tried to close the door, yeah, with the lock.
Yeah, but that's the only time it happens. It's always open after that. So then as soon as they enter the house, I love this. He jumps on the piano and
On
he
the
plays.
piano. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's impressing her. He's got everything he can try. He's doing it because he's kind of a nerd. He's a scientist, a weird guy. He's
yeah,
not like a
but
cool dude,
at the same
Yeah.
It's
He's
time you
very,
important to
can.
very
know
cool
because
and friendly.
he will become different after that. So we established that he's kind of awkward with women. He doesn't really know how to do it. Later on, he's a really cool dude for like a week maybe, and then he becomes horrible.
But you have to take into consideration as well that the I think the reason he does that is that he's been walking alone for so long that finally someone is here to listen to him. So he has to show everything, So he can
Yeah,
play
he's a
piano.
mad scientist.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a weird guy. So then he shows her the pod, and she doesn't understand what are you talking about? And he asks her for a personal item, and she gives her stocking, right?
Yeah, one
And
stocking, the right legs.
And
Just
she
thank you
removes
for
it
the
like
details.
a sexy thing, like, ooh, I'm removing my stocking. He teleports it. She's all like, oh my God. And she starts the recording on her, what is this? A tape recorder or whatever.
Camera, yeah, something.
And he doesn't want her to record. So they argue, blah, blah, blah. And then she leaves, right? And then we're introduced to her editor, who's also her ex-boyfriend, right? What's this guy's
Who is
name?
the typical not bad but not friendly character you have in movie? Is exactly the same character that you have in Die Hard, the first one. The guy who's take cocaine.
Yeah, I see it.
It's the same guys. It's the same guy.
I
The
have something in
annoying
my
guy.
notes. He's got a cool name, like a name of it's a cool name, but it's an annoying guy name too. Status, that's his name.
Yeah, Status, yeah. Status
So
Borans.
he doesn't believe her, like, no, he's playing you, he's full of shit, that's not true, it's impossible, blah, blah, blah. And the same day, he comes back to the editor's office to talk to her because he's scared that she's going to divulgate the
invite
information
her
about
for a
his research.
cheeseburger.
Exactly, cheeseburger. So he's the guy who that he's awkward. He's not a cool guy who would have invited her to a cool restaurant and stuff. You know what I mean? And we're going to keep seeing how uncool he is. Then it cuts to the baboon, right? She's back. He offers her, like, okay, you're going to follow me. We're going to write a book. Don't worry about your editor. We don't care about him. You can write a book of the whole thing. You will have when I get the Nobel Prize, you'll be the person making the book for it, right? So now we cut back to the warehouse, and he's putting the baboon in the machine.
The
oh my
telepod,
God. That's when you didn't know what the movie was going to be. After you see the baboon, all right, this is 100% a David Cronenberg movie. And the baboon is inside out in the other machine, completely destroyed and suffering, still moving and stuff. It's horrible. But it goes very fast. They cut it. She's not even like completely screaming about it, right? She doesn't react strong enough, in my opinion. She should have reacted stronger than that.
And that's the point. I mean, this is interesting at this moment because it's very graphic for the time, but at the same time, it's like still a science fiction movie. It's like nothing out of the ordinary because of the plot. Despite the fact that it's very graphic.
So he explains to her that he doesn't understand flesh, and that's why he can't teleport.
Yeah. There's a very beautiful sentence. I don't remember exactly, but about this moment, he need to give to the computer love for the flesh.
Yeah, he needs to explain that. And he's like, oh, I'm going to find out everything about it. And he sits down in front of his computer, and I don't know what he does. He doesn't have the internet. It's 1986. He can't look it up, There's no Google. Okay, so after that, suddenly she falls in love with him, right? She's like, oh, you're cute. He's in bed laying down, and she's like, oh, you're cute, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't know why she falls for him, because he's like I don't know why.
But it happens very quick, I think it's a good way to tell that it's a love story, and the quicker they fall in love, the quicker you will feel for the character.
They were married, by the way, in real life during this movie.
I don't know if they were married or dating, but I know they were together.
They married in 1983, so they were married.
And right before that scene, in the same scene, but right before she falls in love with him, she's asking him, do you ever change your clothes? And he says, yes, those are clean. And then she opens his thing, and he's got all the same clothes. And I'm just like that, just like me.
Yes, it reminds me of my cousin.
Just like he's uncool. He's not cool at all. He's got the same clothes every day. He doesn't care. And she asked him why. And he said, because I don't want to have to spend energy making a choice. That's important because when he changes, he will change his clothes too. Okay, so the baboon, And so at this point, they are in bed, and she touches his back. He's got a microchip that was laying on the bed for some reason that entered his skin. Do you guys remember that? That's where the first hair will grow later. But like, it's a very David Cronenberg thing. He's got a microchip that's stuck in his skin. That's weird. Like, why did they include that? That's a very David Cronenberg thing. Machine and flesh together.
Yeah, I think it's a way of telling you that you have to be careful at every little detail of the body, because after it will have importance, you know.
So before we talk about the next Baboon, I want to talk about I want to ask you guys, what do you guys think of the special effect in the pod when the machine starts?
It's great. I think it's great. 86 guys, huh?
It looks to me like a medical thing, you know, like it's real. Like there's a spinning light, like a scanner or something, and then the smoke. But they couldn't make it nice nowadays. If they were trying something like that nowadays, they would do something really bad in CGI. It
Yeah,
would be ridiculous.
they would add too much artifice, and
yeah, it's very simple.
It will make the things not natural, you know.
You get some light dots circling really fast, and it looks like a scanner, like something you would find in a hospital or something, you know.
And that's the point about this area of movies. You know, they didn't have a lot of technology at the time, and they had to make great movie with good visuals. So they had to be inventive, you know. And you know, sometimes
it looks like a Back to the Future type.
Yeah, it's true.
Special effect.
It's true.
Anyway, I love it. I think it's great. It's charming. Even now, it looks good. It looks great.
It's good, yeah. And I don't know for you, but me, I watch it in a very, very good quality. I didn't know that they work on the movie like this. Yeah, it was really, really beautiful, really beautiful. I don't know. I get it on the internet. I don't know, but which DVD rip it was, but it was great screening.
Yeah, and it's a simple effect as well. It's not like lots of colors and lightnings or whatever. It's just boom, just some light spinning like a medical device. So next, we see him put the new Baboon, and he teleports the Baboon, and he works. First, I have to say, baboons are terrifying. You know, like I wouldn't grab a baboon myself. I don't know how they got a baboon that's not aggressive, but he's got a very nice baboon. You know,
I agree, but the fact is that, you know, I don't know, retrospectively, I don't know if you can say that in English, with all the stories that you can watch on YouTube and the movie about it, you know, that monkeys can be freaking dangerous. But, you know, at the time, it seems natural, I suppose. So,
yeah. So he transports the baboon, and then he says, we need to send the baboon to get some tests. And she's like, how long could it take? And he says it could take weeks or months, because they want to see if the baboon is fine. And then she says, oh, we should take a holiday. And when she says that, I was like, all right, she lost me. She's what we call the astronaut wife in the people who watch movies. She's complaining. She's about to complain that he works too much. You know what I mean? So she has a relationship with the greatest scientist ever, who invented the most important invention in the history of the world. And she's like, oh, we should take a holiday. So I can see, I stopped liking her at that point. I don't know what you guys thought.
I didn't
hate her since the beginning.
Okay. So then
I didn't.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think anything about her at the time, especially here. So I mean, it's your view, but yeah,
you know what I mean when I say astronaut wife, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I know what you mean. I mean, now that you talk about it, yeah, it's possible.
Hugo,
but
you know what that means, astronaut wife. You know what I mean, Hugo?
Yep, I'm here. I was just.
Do you know what I mean when I say astronaut wife?
Exactly know what you mean.
You know, it's like the guy is a hero astronaut, and his wife is complaining at home, like, you never hear. And the guy is really like a pioneer for the human race. Or when you have like a cop, cop who arrests like pedophiles and stuff. Yeah. And she's like, you never hear. And he's like, oh yeah, you want me to tell you what I see every night? You want me to tell you? You know?
The great thing is that the movie really starts there. She said, okay, I need to fix my life, my past life. So she's leaving. And it's because of this situation that he said, okay, fucked up, I put myself on the telepod.
No, it's not yet. Not yet. Because first she goes to see her editor, and he makes a threat because she's got a. Oh no, I think you're right.
No,
No.
well,
You're right. But there's something happened before.
Yeah,
There's a letter.
It's in the magazine screen with the.
Yes. There's the package, the threat from the editor. I'm gonna make a magazine about it. So yeah, you're right. She leaves. They argue, blah blah blah, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna drink now and be sad and things are not
worried
going well
and
for me."
jealous, and you know.
Yeah. And he's talking to the baboon. He's like, "I'm sorry for your brother." He said, "But I didn't know he was gonna turn him inside out. I didn't know." So he gets drunk with the baboon, which is a pretty awesome story, in my opinion.
Yeah, you can do a movie about it, you know.
And then he gets in the pod. But before that, you see the baboon. When he talks to the baboon is trying to swat a fly that's coming towards him all the time.
Yeah.
So that announced what's going to happen. He gets into the thing. The fly gets in at the last minute. He doesn't know. We just know, but nobody else know. And he comes out, and he feels great. He feels awesome. And now he starts to change immediately. Like he looks a little weird. His posture is different. He's standing up straight. He looks a little bit different. What happens after that?
More confident, you can say.
Yeah. After that, she comes back, right? And they like, oh, it's okay, blah, blah, blah. And he wakes up in the middle of the night while she's sleeping, and he does some acrobatic things in the warehouse, some crazy pull-ups and push-ups and like bar stuff. And she's watching him like, oh, Jeff Goldblum, you're amazing. She doesn't know yet that something is different, but she's kind of thinking it. Maybe it's different.
But it happened very quickly. I think the day after he's got the thing on the back.
Oh, the same night. Same night.
Yeah, the same night.
Yeah, the day after when he wake up. So
because he wakes up and she's here, and he's like, "Oh, you came back," and she's like, "Yeah, it's still the same night. It's still the same night." So they tell us, "Hey, it's still the same night. Look at what's gonna happen." So yeah, he does all the acrobatics. She loves it. Blah blah blah. And then he wants her to go through the thing to teleport as well. He's like, "You're gonna feel great. It's like a drug, all right? You need to do it. It's great." And she's like, "No, I don't want to do it." So they argue again. And then he goes at night in the streets of New York, in the dirty streets of New York in the 80s. And he goes to this bar where two guys are arm wrestling. And there's like this girl who's like, "Hey, Tony, go ahead and kick his ass." Or whatever. I don't remember. And the guys are like, "Hey, can you're bothering us." And he's like, "I got $100 that I can beat both of you." And then, of course, the very famous scene where he breaks the guy. It's so well done. The special effects for this is incredible.
And let me tell you something about this sequence that's amazing, because it wasn't supposed to be like this. It was just supposed to beat him at the arm wrestle. That's it. And it's a guy with David Cronenberg, the guy who are making special effect, practical special effects. Say, "Hey, David, let's break his arms." And they did things, but like, okay, what can we do? Give me some paper, and they just did something. They craft something very quickly to have this special effect. It was very, very quick and not wanted.
It looks incredibly real.
Yeah,
incredible. Yeah. So, and he's already like starting. You can see on his face, his skin is a little bit different. His eyes are different. He looks more aggressive.
Yeah, definitively. You see exactly the skin. I mean, you don't know exactly what happens to him, because of course you can imagine what will happen after, but you can see there is a change already, and you start to see something is different about him, not only internally but externally as well.
So then he takes the girl home, because that's what you do when you win the arm wrestle. The girl is for you now. And she's climbing the stairs, but there's too many stairs to climb, and she's tired. He's like, "Don't worry." And he grabs her and he runs up the stairs. That's how good he is. So he's very, very strong. I just wanted to say, like, for a couple of seconds, we see New York City at night. And I think it was awesome. It reminded me, gave me a lot of memories about movies in the 70s and 80s, with the dirty New York at night, dangerous, with the water in the middle of the road and stuff. David Carpenter style. What do you guys think?
Yes, it was the regular pictures of New York during these decades. The 70s was
exactly.
worst.
Yeah, in the 70s, like the French Connection, the New York is absolutely disgusting. But anyway, then he teleports again because he's having like a party with the girl, right? And he wants to impress her.
Wait. Okay, yeah,
He
go ahead.
he teleports again. He does it again just to show her, hey, look at that. So like he's messing himself up again, even more, I think, based on the thing. It's like a drug, like a party trick or something. And then he tells the girls, you should do it. And she's like, no, I don't want to do it. And then Geena Davis shows up and they argue, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, you changed. You changed.
Sorry, the sentence was great because
The great sentence.
the prostitute, no, the other woman said, okay, no, I'm scared. Jeff Goldblum said, no, you don't have to be scared. And Geena Davis came at this time and said, oh, yeah, you should be scared.
That's when she appears in the scene. Yeah, you should be scared. So they argue, blah, blah, blah. She leaves. And then he's alone in the house and he goes to the bathroom and he looks at his face, right? Because she tells him, you're changing, you're different. And he's like, oh, what are you talking about? Never come back. He yells at her. He's aggressive like he's never been before.
And he closed the door.
By the way, I forgot to say that when he goes to New York in the streets, he's wearing a leather jacket this time. Like he's a badass now. He's different. He's not the same guy. And what does he do in the bathroom? Does he remove something from his face? Oh no, the nails. He's got like liquid.
The first part that it's moving is the nail. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's got liquid coming out of his fingers, like a yellow, white yellow liquid. So disgusting. And then he calls her back, right? Because he closed the door. But then eventually, the next scene, he calls her back, and he changed even more. And this time, he vomits on a donut. Like to regurgitate like a fly.
You made a fast forward because it I think it's a few weeks now that happened before.
Maybe I don't remember. Maybe some time passes. Yeah, because he changed a little more. Yeah. So and he's very natural for him. He grabs a donut, he vomits on it, and she's like, ew. And then while he's talking, his ear falls. Then she goes back to talk to she goes back after talking to Status. And she makes the recording where he explains how he eats by vomiting on things and then drinking it with a straw or whatever. And you see Status who's like, oh my God. He's watching this at home. He's disgusted. But
it's funny. At this moment, it's funny to see how the character played by Jeff Goldblum is still in his world because he thinks he's doing like a kids tutorial, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
To learn kids how fly is hitting, you know, it's even though it's totally disgusting and nobody's on earth has ever watched something like that, you know.
Yeah, he thinks he's making like an educational video for kids.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love the way he move, Jeff Goldblum, like very quick move, you know.
Yeah. Some special movement.
To remind you that he's becoming a fly again.
So then while he watches the recording, she starts crying and she says, I'm pregnant. It's from him. So like, oh no, you're pregnant from him. So she's afraid. And then she gets the nightmare. We don't know it's a nightmare, but she goes to get the abortion and they remove like a fly cocoon or a larva out of her.
Yeah, larva.
And I know, Hugo, you know it, but do you know who Sebastien, do you know who the doctor is?
Yeah, of course. It's Cronenberg himself. Yeah,
it's himself. Yeah.
And I will have just a big why he put it himself in this scene. He got a meal with Martin Scorsese. Martin Scorsese were a fan of David Cronenberg, and one moment David Scorsese told him, "You look like a surgeon of Beverly Hills." You know, David Cronenberg loved this idea and put himself in the movie.
I think he's in a lot of his own movies. I think.
I know, but
I'm not sure.
It's said by Martin Scorsese himself, so I believe him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, okay, we should invite him in the podcast to talk about it.
Yeah, we will do.
Hello, Martin. Okay, so Sebastien, do you want to walk us through the final?
No, go ahead, because I don't know if you want to take it details by details. So because this is you go ahead, yeah.
So
okay,
she doesn't
I
want to
would
do
just
it.
have a sorry about the bit, but at this moment, guys, let's talk about the moment. It's completely red, and like is look like completely different. It's have completely makeup on himself. At this moment, there's a deleted scene with another baboon.
Okay.
Because I think he won't in deep inside him get rid of this fly, so he take a baboon and take a cat and teleport them together.
And what does it look like?
It was disgusting. You see the baboon like walking like a cat, and it's and you know why they remove it, because it was too disgusting. Can you imagine that?
Okay, I gotta find it. I
Okay.
gotta look at it.
Yeah, watch it. It's great, a great scene. I don't know why they didn't put it in the movie. So he ran after the baboon, and he fell, and after he had this skin everywhere on the wall. It's disgusting.
Yeah, that's good that you say that, because I forgot to say that from then on, we know that he's trying to find a way to get rid of the fly genes, and his computer tells him. Well, first we have to find out. Eventually, he finds out why he's like that,
Important.
because the fly thing. He talks to the computer, and the computer tells him,
And the
"Oh, there
computer
was
told
something
him,
else,
a fly.
something that was like 0.000 pound," and it shows him a fly in 80s 3D graphics. So then he asks, "Hey, how do I get rid of this?" And it shows him you need to splice your genes with another human. We need two humans to make one. So that's important, because at the end, when
At the end,
she comes back to tell him that she's going to have an abortion, right? Is that correct?
No. She want to have an abortion. She go to the hospital like very urgently, and he came through the window. He break the windows and he kidnap her.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
He kidnap her and bring to the warehouse. Now the editor seen that. He's not a bad guy, the editor, because he risk his life. And he take a gun and go to the warehouse.
In the end, he does the thing that he needs to do, but he should have called the cops, really. He should have called 911 and be like, "Hey, there's a crazy fly guy."
Oh, he should have called ICE.
But also, he reminded me of like Quasimodo, like the deformed guy who grabs the woman and runs away. Like, how is he in the street, and is he jumping from building to building? How does he go from the hospital back to his warehouse? I don't know.
He's jumping. He can walk on the wall. I mean, he already changed.
Yeah, he's more dangerous now. Oh yeah, and we forgot before that. He explained that insect, they only know brutality. He's trying to tell her that if you stay here, I'm going to hurt you. Like he's starting to feel like the aggression of a fly.
Insect
But
world.
anyway, he takes her, and Status, the guy we've been trained to hate the whole movie, now we like him because he's the guy who's gonna come with the shotgun. He comes with the shotgun, and now we have the famous scene of the vomit on his leg and on his arm.
His arms, yeah.
And then he was going to do it on his face.
Great special effect again. Huh? Great special effect.
That reminded me of RoboCop when the guy melts, in RoboCop.
That's true, yeah.
And then he's about to kill him by doing it on his face, and she's like, "No, don't do it." So he stops doing it.
And he said something great. He said, come on. We're going to be together. You, me, and the baby in the same body.
Yeah. So he puts her in the pod, and then he goes into the pod himself. But first she's pushing him away, and when she pushes him away, she removes his jaw, and then he starts to change really, really rapidly. And that's a really, really good scene. His legs, remember his legs? They're inverted, like the legs of a...
Great.
That's so horrible. All the meat falling down and stuff. And you see his face opens up, and you have the fly face underneath. It's so good. So good. Amazing.
Yeah, it was great.
He gets into the pod, and Status, badass hero, he grabs the shotgun and he shoots on the cable. No, he doesn't shoot on the flower. He shoots on the cable that connects the pod to the computer. And when Jeff Goldblum sees that, he breaks the glass and comes out, but he's halfway out when the timer goes to 0. And so he's teleported. And I don't know if you noticed, but some of the pod is missing too.
Yeah. The computer say it. The fusion between Brundlefly and Telepod is done. It's completed. It's so great. That's just a masterpiece.
So she comes out. She comes out. Statis saved everything. He was the real hero of the movie, the real good guy, even though he's kind of a weird guy who's got her apartment key and like he was a pervert, but he's fine. And he comes out. He's half machine. He's got like a cable through his body. He's like suffering.
A part of the telepod on his back.
Yeah, he's
great.
suffering horribly.
So great.
She grabs the shotgun. She goes toward him, and he grabs with his little claw, and he puts it on his head. She's like, no. She doesn't want to do it, but yet she does it. She steps back, and she shoots him in the face. Again, very good special effect right there. And then I think that's the end. That's it. There's no.
Yeah, just after the end credits, and that's it. But there's an alternative ending. It's not an alternative ending. It was the end, but David Cronenberg cut it. And he said it was bullshit, and he was right. You can watch it on YouTube. You see the Geena Davis and the editor on the bed. They are sleeping, and you imagine it's inside her body. You see like a little form, and inside you have a baby, and the baby's got wings, like fly wings, something very strange, not completed, very bad special effect. And it was just to try. David Cronenberg said, "No, it's bullshit," but you can see it on YouTube as well.
Because probably the studio wanted, maybe we can do a sequel.
No. The studio, they don't have the choice, because when they hire David Cronenberg said the first movie, The Fly, it was a success, the 57 movie, but he didn't enjoy it. He didn't like it. It didn't, because I don't know if you just see that the guy is coming out of the telepod. He just have the head of a fly. He's a human with the head of a fly, and the fly go with the head of a human. He said, "Okay, I do this movie. I rewrote the scenario completely. I do whatever I want," and the 20th Century Fox say, "Okay, you do whatever you want."
Okay, well,
okay.
So he was master on the boat.
I have to find it. I have to find this. I'll watch it. So that's a very basic movie, right? It starts abruptly and it ends abruptly. There's no lesson to learn. There's no, and then they lived happily ever after. None of that stuff. Is just, this is the story of a scientist who does this, and they fall in love, and then that happened, and that happened, and that happened.
You still can always find something to think about it, like we will be eaten by our technology or something like this. There's always something to.
Yeah, I can see it. I don't know which one I would go for, but let's talk about
cast.
The casting. Okay, you said you don't like Geena Davis.
Since a long time, it's not. I don't know. I don't like too much this actress. It's not my cup of tea. What can I say? I don't remember.
I liked her very much in this movie because she does what you think she would do, which is she cries and she's sad all the time because it's a horrible, sad, disgusting story. You know what I mean? She's not like doing kicks and laughing and stuff. It's a bad story. What do you think,
It's
Sebastien?
tragic. It's tragic, yeah.
It's a tragedy. If you were there, you would cry too. Like, well, no, because he's sick. It's like somebody who gets cancer or something. He's sick. He's not a bad guy.
He said it one time. It's like a cancer.
Yeah, like a weird cancer. Let's talk about the filmmaking. So I think the movie earned an Academy Award for makeup.
Makeup, yeah, and well deserved. So well deserved. Huh? And
amazing.
The guy who did the special effect, he refused to. He did Gremlins 1 and refused to do Gremlins 2. When he wrote the script, he said, "My God, I need to do the Fly." Body transformation and everything. He refused everything. He stopped everything. So I do the Fly. And he did all the special effect very quickly. Like a few months to shoot the movie. It was done like a race, and well done, guy.
Yeah, amazing.
By the way, I think the guy is called Chris Wallace. And before that, you said it, Hugo. He did the special effect for Gremlins and for the fourth episode of the sixth episode of Star Wars: The Return of the Jedi.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And one thing interesting as well is that for the Fly, the special effect of the Fly, they won an Academy Award for that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I guess.
No,
Let's go back to characters. Go ahead.
yeah, no, it was come on. I watched it again, and we are 2026, guys. It's better than 70% of the movies done with CGI by Disney. Come
Yeah,
on,
100%. 100%.
Yeah, but
100%. Yeah.
Uh, we
Uh,
we talk about that with Julian about the about Predator. At the time Predator was everything was practical, and when it's not practical at all, you don't feel the organic sense of the
Oh, yeah, yeah.
monster,
Completely
and
true. Completely agree.
it becomes a natural, and if it's a natural, you don't fear the natural. You need to
Yeah, yeah,
feel it to fear it. So
yeah, yeah.
and I just want to
Completely.
come back to the characters real quick because I think he should have been rewarded for his acting.
yeah,
Jeff
totally.
Goldblum, he plays two different
Absolutely.
characters. He's fantastic in the first
He's
character and
fantastic.
fantastic in the second one too. He's great. I don't know why he didn't get the career that he could
He
have
was
had a bigger
nominated.
career.
Huh? He was nominated.
Oh yeah, he was nominated for that, and
Yeah.
he didn't get it. Who got it? Do you know?
I don't know, but it's complicated. I think for the Academy to give Oscar to The Fly.
Yeah, because it's not
And
a
you,
movie that everybody can see.
it's a great performance when you say to yourself that no other actor could have been at this place.
Okay, just guys, the 86 Oscar was given to Paul Newman for The Color Money.
Color
Okay,
Money.
it's
Okay.
difficult to compete with that.
Okay, let's talk about the cinematography.
No, just hold on a second. Michael Keaton was cast and he refused the role. Richard Dreyfuss as well.
I think Michael Keaton would have been awesome doing it too.
Yeah, me too. Richard Dreyfuss, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Richard Dreyfuss. I think if they made a remake, they would need who would play him in the remake if they remade one now?
They are doing one.
What?
Not a
No,
remake, but like, multiverse on the universe of the Flash. Yes, it's
Chris Pratt
so it's a mix between a sequel, prequels, spin-off, and
with Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Okay, let's talk about cinematography. I personally thought it was very flat. It was not anything fancy, nothing artistic. It's very limited. Like this is this scene and this is this scene. There's a lot of
yeah,
steady cam, but very, very subtle. There's only like three rooms in the movie. I think there's the hospital, the editor's room.
It's a kind of huis clos. Huh?
Yes, it is. It is.
You
It's
know,
mostly people talking in that room.
It was done. I don't know the English for a theatre.
Yeah, theater.
Because theater means cinema as well. But it was done in theater in Europe.
So it was a play.
It was a play.
You mean
Yeah.
you mean the Fly was transcribed as a play in theater?
Yeah, and it was done as
Okay.
well a musical in. Don't
Musical.
remember. Yes, supervised by David Cronenberg himself. Opera.
Oh, very nice. Very
Okay,
nice.
okay. So you had at the time you had Cats and the Fly. Okay.
I think in this movie it was really basic and essential. Like, if we're gonna show this room, let's do it like that. There was no fancy camera work. I think you can do that when you're a good director. You don't have to do special things to keep my attention because the movie is very interesting. You want to watch what's going on.
Yeah, definitely.
So he doesn't need to do any tricks to make you want to watch. No bullet time, no slow motion, nothing.
And
so you're always in the real world.
Always in the real,
Yeah.
and since the beginning. I mean, even when I was young, when I watched it, I know since the beginning. I didn't know David Cronenberg. But I know that this movie is gonna have a bad end. It's not gonna have a happy end.
Yeah, no, impossible. Imagine at the end if he did it and he's safe, everything is fine.
And you
and
you
they go
see
on
with
vacation that she wanted to go on vacation.
with
Yeah,
his kid, it's in a car, in a
It
road
was done
trip.
in The Fly too, guys. The happy
Yeah,
ending.
That's true. In the fly through, he survives. Yeah, Eric
But
Stoltz.
I think the Fly too. I didn't watch it since a long time, but I think it was not too bad. It was of course a series B kind of movie. Of course, very very bad in comparison with the first one. which is a masterpiece. But it's watchable, you know. It's like yeah,
Eric Stoltz.
Yeah.
yes.
So, final verdict. Does anybody want to add anything first before we do the final verdict?
Few anecdotes.
Go ahead.
The movie was not proposed to David Cronenberg. No, it was proposed to David Cronenberg first, and he declined. They gave it to another. They proposed it to Tim Burton as well. He
Really?
declined. Yeah, and it's a guy called Robert Bierman. He haven't done anything successful, and he lost his daughter. So terrible story. He refused, and after they came back to David Cronenberg to shoot the movie, Mel Brooks was the producer. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, he didn't want to have his name on the poster because he said, I don't have to. It's in the, people won't understand when I'm gonna do it. Yeah, he got the prix spécial du jury at the Festival d'Avoriaz. That's not bad, huh? And that's
But now
it.
I'm thinking about if it had been made by Tim Burton with Danny Elfman movie and every music, that would have been crazy. Who would have
At this
played it?
time,
It was Johnny Depp? How
with
old
no
was Johnny
Michael
Depp?
Keaton. It was 86,
Yeah.
so Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then they would have been
But
in Batman together again.
Julian, just a question, because you asked something interesting. If a remake would have been made, or is maybe thinking about making it, which actors actually could take the role?
It's gonna be Chalamet, of course.
I was thinking the
Chalamet
same,
or
but no,
Chris Pratt or Ryan Reynolds.
no, it's too no.
No,
More
it's gonna be a
seriously,
black
because
woman, a strong, empowered black woman who's like she doesn't take any shit from anyone. No, I think if they remake it, I don't see any actors that could be doing this.
Hey, come on, guys.
Yeah,
Howard Shore. Oh my God, what a score he did again.
Yeah, it's terrifying music.
Maybe because I don't remember, but this time I really listened to the music and it's great. I think it's with Lord of the Ring, it's the best things Howard Shore did, but maybe I need to rewatch some or re-listen some music. But the music, the theme is fantastic.
Yeah. What he did? How many Cronenberg's movie did he do? Did he do more? Did he
I
do
think they did a lot.
Videodrome?
Yeah. They did a lot. It's the Danny Elfman.
Yeah, that's his Danny Elfman. Okay, so final verdict, Sebastien. What would you say? Is it an interesting movie? Would you be able to rewatch it again? How many times in your lifetime? Is it actually good? Is it just a shocking movie?
actually, it has been I don't know, maybe 3, 4, 5 years. Don't know exactly, but that I didn't watch it. And like I said at the beginning of the podcast, I every time I watch it, I have the same pleasure to watch it. It's like I'm watching it not for the first time, but almost, and I think I will be able to watch it every 2 or 3 years with the same pleasure, because it's this is typically the kind of movie, and not only because it's my area and I'm nostalgic about it, but it's the truth, with all the movie you see. Actually, I mean, movie before were fucking great, and this one is one of the kind, so
I think it's one of the movies that allowed other movies to exist. Without
yeah.
this movie, you wouldn't have a lot of movies,
Yeah, it's true.
I can't tell you what they are, but I'm sure there are movies that couldn't have been made without this movie being made.
Just to think about this year, the movie with Demi Moore.
Oh yeah, that's a copy of that's what I thought immediately when I saw the movie. The Substance.
Yeah.
It is just
The
like The
Substance,
Fly, but with a girl, and she wants to be
mean,
hot again.
It just put the basis of the body horror movie with this movie. So
yeah.
And come on, it's true. What's Sebastien? Every time you watch it, till the beginning, you just sit and watch. It's perfectly done, perfectly timed. No, it's
it's a short movie, an hour and a half, easy.
Yeah. You don't need more. You don't need more. You don't need less. So it's perfect. And David Cronenberg, honestly, I think it's my favorite movie from David Cronenberg. I start to think about the movie that he did. Honestly, The Fly, it's a piece
I
of
think
something.
This movie in particular, every scene is important. You can't cut anything because it's all basic and important. This happened, and then you have in the next scene this happened, and you need to know that because this happened. There's no like nothing useless in there. It's all useful, and it's
Did
just
you
an hour
knew
and a half.
that in EMDB, it's the favorite movie from Cronenberg as well. It's The Fly. Secondly,
And I think
Eastern Promises.
I think it's good that it's only an hour and a half because you wouldn't want to watch more than that. No, please,
Yeah.
no 2 hours of The Fly,
Pain.
please, no,
Pain.
don't do it.
I think
the transformation there, it's painful, you know, when he lost some piece of arms and a piece of flesh and piece of you don't know what he's losing, you know. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. When he opens the cabinet in the bathroom, I think there's like his dick maybe in there. I'm not sure, but like his balls and dicks are in there.
Maybe.
I think that's what it is.
Wouldn't be
But anyway,
surprised.
guys, I think that pretty much covers it. Do you guys agree?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Go watch it, guys.
Go watch it. And if
Again.
you're still listening, we're going to release another one soon. So stay with us. All right, guys. You have a good one.
Have a good one.
Till next time.